Peace to everybody. This is about text messages released in Michael Avenatti case alleged conversations about Nike payments. And of course, I've been keeping up with this, and it's been a while since I had anything about him. But Michael Avenatti has 36 accounts of everything against him, from extortion to everything. A series of text messages from a Kentucky basketball assistant coach to Nike EYBL director Carlton DeBose about the shoe company allegedly funneling money to AAU basketball coaches has been released as part of Michael Avenatti's motion to dismiss extortion charges against him. So there was a whole series of text messages that came out of Kentucky, and it was from the Nike EYBL director Carlton DeBose. And of course, it was about the shoe company that allegedly funneling money to AAU basketball coaches, and now he wants to get that motion to dismiss extortion charges against him. The text message conversation on July 6, 2017 is between DeBose and someone identified as KP in his phone. Kentucky basketball's associate head coach is Kenny Payne, and Avenatti's attorney characterized the text exchange as being with a Kentucky basketball assistant, and the motion to dismiss released Thursday. So this happened July 6, 2017, of 2 years ago. Now why wait 2 years later to release all these text messages that he has been keeping, or somebody been keeping? And of course, it was the Kentucky Basketball's Associated head coach, Kenny Payne, who was the other person that was identified. And Avenatti's attorney characterized the text exchange that was between a Kentucky basketball assistant and the motion to dismiss released Thursday. In the exchange, DeBose acknowledges payments to about 10 elite youth basketball league coaches who are helping families, to the total of about $200,000 annually. So there, all right, DeBose acknowledges the payment to about 10 elite youth basketball leagues. Now, we kind of figured that the elites were in the middle of all this mess, and of course helping families to the total of about $200,000 annually. KP responded, "Wow," then asked, "Can it come back to hurt you?" Apparently so. It can come back to hurt him, because he's the one of the other people identified in all his text messages. DeBose replied, "Not really," before adding, "It's a risk, but my everyday job is a damn risk, so I'm used to it now." KP responded, "Watch your back, bro." So, I don't know. So, DeBose had replied, "Not really," but unfortunately, before adding, "It's a risk," and that he risks his damn job every day. So, and of course, KP responded, "Watch your back, bro." Here is the alleged basketball coach, assistant coach Kenny Payne, who was identified as for all the text messages, allegedly. Asked for comment on the latest details, a UK spokesman referred to a statement released by the university Thursday after news of the text message conversation, which included in the initial court filing. "We remain committed to compliance in all facets of our athletics department, and will continue to work closely with the NCAA and the Southeastern Conference when necessary on any and all matters. So there was a comment that was being asked for, the latest details, and of course a UK spokesman referred to a statement released by the university, and it was Thursday. Yeah, and also it says we remain committed to compliance in all phases of our athletes department. Well, first of all, the sports world is rigged. There is nothing truthful about it whatsoever. So this is why Michael Avenatti was going to expose everything about what allegedly happened. But I don't know why wait 2 years, like I said, to release all these text messages. Why wasn't it released during that time in 2017? The text messages are part of exhibits filed Friday by Avenatti supporting his allegations that Nike has engaged in a widespread pay-for-play scheme similar to the one that engulfed Adidas executives as a result of the FBI's investigation into corruption in college basketball. So this whole thing was a pay-for-play scheme. Of course, the FBI's investigation into corruption in college basketball, but the FBI is not always telling the truth either. The text messages are part of exhibits filed Friday by Avenatti to support his allegations as well. Among the other messages in the exhibits are outlines of payments to 2018 NBA Draft number 1 pick DeAndre Ayton and plans to pay New Albany native Romero Langford and 2019 NBA Draft number 1 pick Zion Williamson to lure them to Nike-affiliated AAU teams. So, alright, so the basketball, of course, they're in the middle of all this mess as well. Among the other messages in the exhibits are outlines of payments to 2018. Of course, there was a number 1 pick during that time, DeAndre Ayton, and plans to pay New Albany native Romero Langford. And of course, this year, number 1 pick was Zion Williamson to lure them to Nike-affiliated AAU teams. And of course, like I said, the sports world is rigged. Avenatti was charged with extortion in March after he allegedly threatened to go public with evidence of the pay-to-play schemes within Nike's elite youth basketball league if the company did not hire him to conduct an international investigation and paid his client, former EYBL coach Gary Franklin Sr., $1.5 million. Avenatti pleaded not guilty to the charges and filed a motion to dismiss on the basis he was being targeted for unconstitutionally vindictive and selective reasons. So Michael Avenatti was allegedly threatening to go public with everything, the pay-to-play schemes within Nike's elite youth basketball league. Of course, him to conduct an international investigation to pay his client, former EYBL coach Gary Franklin, $1.5 million. And that's what was going to come out after that. Avenatti pleaded not guilty, unfortunately, to the charge and filed a motion to dismiss. Now, we don't know if that is going to dismiss anything or nothing, or not at all, because Michael Avenatti has been charged with 36 counts of extortion, transferring money from here to there, and everything else he has done. And of course, Michael Avenatti is not exactly innocent at all. Leave your comments below. I am out.